What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Friendster, Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick. You guys can follow me on Instagram. It's TTONE202. And what's up to the rest? We're just doing malicious acts to innocent people and being a coward about it. And you finally got caught. Like this guy from Ohio, and I'm ashamed to say because I'm from Ohio. Basically, this idiot plowed into a bunch of people. I don't have the video, but it's on World Star Hip Hop. And they finally caught him, but they only charged him with second-degree murder. I'm sorry, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So let's listen to the report.
Police in Charlottesville, Virginia have identified the man who plowed a car into a crowd of people protesting a white nationalist rally. The car killed one person and critically injured several more. Officials say the driver is James Alex Fields Jr., 20 years old. He is from Ohio, and tonight he is charged with second-degree murder, 3 counts of malicious wounding, 1 count of failure to stop in an accident resulting in death. All right, let us discuss this and the events of the day, the tragic events of the day. Cedric Alexander is deputy mayor of Rochester, New York, and the former president of the National Organization of Black Law Executives. James Galliano is a CNN law enforcement analyst, former FBI supervisory agent. Cedric, let me start with you. Let's talk about the charges. What do the charges tell us right now? Second-degree murder, 3 counts of malicious wounding. We know the identity of the man. We don't know if he's tied to one of these white supremacist groups, but the fact that he's charged with second-degree murder and counts of malicious wounding, what does that mean?
Well, in this particular case, you had people who were severely injured. So I can only imagine, not being a legal counsel, but I can only imagine under Virginia law, there was some law there that would cover, of course, those who were injured as a result of that.
Second-degree murder, though, does that require some level of intent?
It requires some level of intent, but here again, it varies from state to state. So in terms in the state of Virginia, clearly there was intent to do harm. Why it's not a first-degree murder charge is probably a question more appropriate for our legal counsel. But nevertheless, that is a serious charge.
Yeah, why it's not a first-degree murder is definitely what's on everybody's mind, because the way that we understand it, us who do not have a degree in law, the way we understand it is like, if somebody intends to do you harm or intends to harm you and it has the potential to kill you, then we're like first degree, but that's just not how it is. Because this guy, they could look at it like, okay, he just intended, to plow through a bunch of people, but he didn't intend to kill them. But I'm just like, look, if you plow through a bunch of people and through cars, then it results in death. It's like there are greater chances that somebody is going to die if you plow through them and run a bunch of people over with a car. Somebody is going to die. It's a great chance that there's going to be death involved, but they may say, well, he didn't have the intent to kill, and I'm just like, that's hogwash. That's pure hogwash. And it's premeditated to me. That's murder 1 to me. I don't have a legal degree, but, that's just the way most of us are looking at it. Like, he did it on purpose. He knew if he ran into a crowd of people with an automobile that it will result in death. And what's surprising to all of us is that it didn't result in more death. There's only one person who's died so far. It could be a Serena Williams case where basically, somebody dies 2 weeks later from a car accident. This guy could be facing more charges because you have people who are critically wounded. You know what I mean? You have, people who are severely wounded, and in that case, which happened, a month ago, the guy was talking and everything. 2 weeks later, he passed away. So you could have, an adverse effect from what this guy has done, and people pretty much, can die, a couple weeks later from this injury, or whoever knows how long later. But nonetheless, if it's from this injury, from this car accident, this guy can be charged, with those murders also, because it will be straight up murder. That's all that's to it. So I don't know. You guys, I hope this guy goes to jail forever. And I really do mean that. I mean that with every bone in my body. I hope this guy goes to jail forever, but he won't. He won't. It's second degree murder. He'll get out. He might do, 5 to 10. He'll walk. After he might not even do that long. That's what's really crazy. They might say that this guy has some mental issues and show leniency. And that just disgusts me, because somebody is dead. I don't know. I just really hate cowardice. I really, really hate. He tried to hide his face by, tinted windows and everything. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just disgusted. I just have no room in my heart for people who are just cowards and just kill innocent people. I'm sorry. I just don't. I hope this guy goes to jail forever, and that's just the way it is. It's your boy Tone 202, man. I'm just disgusted right now. God loves you guys.